Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and I love any makeup, especially shiny, shifty, and sparkly eyeshadows. And today I'm very excited to show you the ever eyeshadow palette from Karla Cosmetics. This is the Romance palette and it's a quad with 2 matte eyeshadows and 2 multi-chrome eyeshadows. Now these multi-chrome eyeshadows are repeats. They do carry them in loose form. So I'm definitely very curious to try out their very first pressed multi-chromes as well as matte eyeshadows. This is their own custom formula and I did receive this palette in PR, so thank you so much to Karla Cosmetics, and I also do have a affiliated code with them in case you're interested. I do have a couple of Karla Cosmetics dedicated videos up on my channel and I will link them down in the description box, especially if you're curious about seeing some swatch comparisons. I did do swatch comparisons in a previous video, so they will not be included in this one. They also just launched their very first set of eyeshadow brushes, which I'm very excited. Some of these are definitely maybe more like for the face, maybe like a cheek highlight or something. So I am going to be trying these out. Eyeshadow brushes are something that I definitely feel like I need to kind of use quite a few times before I really gather my thoughts on them. I'm going to be seeing these used in future videos. So let's get right into how I created this look with the palette, and then at the end of the video I'll give you some of my first impression thoughts. So I only got to use one of the brushes. I'm definitely going to be trying out some of these other ones. I think these larger brushes I can see myself using really more for highlighting, or maybe even this one for setting under the eyes. And then even this brush, the K21 brush, is a little large for what I usually would like to use. But I think if you want to just kind of sweep one of these multi-chromes all over the lid, then I think this is going to be great. Just throw something in the crease and then use this brush to just do a wide sweep. And then these other 2 brushes are really small and I'm very excited. I think this one's going to be great for under the lower lash line. So will this one, and also for the outer corners. So stay tuned on an update on those. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. The palette, I think the biggest con of this palette is how expensive it is. It is 76 USD, which is a lot for a quad. Of course, there are multi-chromes in here, and they are a custom formula, and you get 2 grams per shadow, including the matte eyeshadows. At least that is what it says on the website. I just still feel like the price is very, very steep, because I think seeing multi-chromes in eyeshadow palettes has become a little bit more common, and some of them do have great price points. That being said, I am excited to see Karla Cosmetics dipping their toes into creating some matte eyeshadows to pair with their beautiful multi-chromes. The mattes do not swatch the greatest, but there was no fallout, and I really, really love how they performed. I had no issues. I think especially this kind of shade can sometimes be a little tricky depending on the brand, but I felt like this one performed so beautifully, just super opaque, but also can be buildable and just blend it out like a dream. Like I really, so far I'm enjoying the matte from just trying these 2, so I really hope to see more matte eyeshadows from Karla Cosmetics. As for the multi-chromes, I do already have them in loose form, so if you have been specifically interested in these 2 and you didn't want to buy them in loose form, then this is definitely an option, especially because then you have the matte eyeshadows to really pair with them and you can just do some really easy looks. Also did want to mention, I do feel like while the shadows in here are different, I feel like because I put them on the lid together, especially paired with these mattes, I do feel like they kind of end up looking a little bit similar. So I would probably be using these kind of separately next time, especially like layering them, especially the Iridescent Multichrome Pillow Fight. Like just that one layered over these two mattes is just so beautiful. Now stay tuned because I will be creating one other look for a reel. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. While this is nice packaging, I don't think it's like the nicest packaging to really warrant such a high price tag, because if you really think about it, I think that price tag would be something closer to like Charlotte Tilbury quad or a Dior quad. But here you obviously get multi-chromes, and packaging is something I definitely think that people like to add into how they view the value of the product. So these are just some of my first impressions on the palette. Let me know in the comments below if you picked it up or if you're looking into picking it up. I would love to hear your thoughts. And that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup content, lots and lots of multi-chromes uploading my channel, and much more to come. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.